Hello, hi. My name is Angelo Lopez. I'm a Filipino American editorial cartoonist in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I have the deep honor today to speak to a cartoonist who I deeply admire, the Malaysian cartoonist Zunar. Now, a few years ago, Zunar had faced a 43-year prison sentence because he dared to criticize the Malaysian government. Zunar has won the 2011 Courage in Cartooning Award from the Cartoonist Rights Network International, the 2011 and 2015 Human Rights Watch Hammett Award, the 2015 International Press Freedom Award, and the 2016 Cartooning for Peace Award. So thank you very much, Zunar, for taking your time to talk with me today.
Yeah, welcome and nice to see you again.
Oh, sure. It was good to see. I think we met in Sacramento, right? And stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Sacramento, remember that event.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It was cool. So, okay. So I guess my first question I can ask you, since you are an editorial cartoonist, how did you become interested in editorial cartooning, and who were your cartoonist heroes and heroines?
Okay, it's just to start with. Let me start very early age, yeah, because I took science. Yeah, I
Oh,
was a science stream student, so it means that I don't have any formal education in art and
oh,
cartoon.
okay.
There's no in art stream we only focus on mathematics, bio, and also physics and all other subjects
Yeah, yeah.
except art. Yeah. So
Oh,
I again again we are born with talent. People we cannot learn to be a cartoonist. Actually, all like you also we are born with cartooning talent. So I even though I continue study, I wanted to be a scientist.
oh,
My first ambition, I want to be a scientist, not a
oh,
cartoonist from the
oh, okay.
beginning. So,
Okay.
but while I study at the school, I concentrate on science, but I also draw cartoon at the same time. Uh, and my first cartoon was published when I was 12 years old
Wow.
in a
Uh,
magazine.
Oh, that's
So it means that very to show that how early it started. It means that it started earlier than that.
oh, okay.
Yeah, but of course during that time only a normal cartoons, yeah, slapstick cartoon, joke for children,
Yeah.
kind of things. But when I was 17, my cartoon start to have some controversial issues.
Oh,
Uh, it was in the school magazine.
uh-huh.
I draw cartoon to criticize a teacher.
Okay.
So of course, it become, the teacher was very angry about that. But just to show that the development of a way I draw a cartoon from the normal and slapstick one, and in 5 years times, in 17 years old, I started to develop uh, critical thinking.
Oh, okay.
So during that time, I said, you said this is 70s, yeah? This is 70s. 70s, we don't have internet. We don't have all reading materials or cartoon to refer. We don't have that. But somehow there are American cartoon,
Mm.
political cartoon in a newspaper. Some
Yeah, yeah.
English newspaper, they carry American cartoons. So I saw that. I said that, yeah, if they can put this type of cartoon
Yeah.
to bring an issue, an important issue or current issue, political, I may try this way also. So that's why there was in 17 when I was 17. But again, that's the only one incident. After that, I continue my study, but at the same time I draw cartoons, so they got published. But when again the issue when I was actually I'm a dropout.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
continue to take science because at that time that I already have which one I want to choose. Yeah, you want to be a full-time cartoonist, or I want to be continue
Oh,
with my
the science.
original
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I start to have this dilemma. So I drop out. But again, my first job, of course, when you drop out and you don't, I'm just still a young cartoonist. Nobody wants to publish my cartoon and get paid. During that time, nobody will
Yeah,
pay
yeah, yeah.
this young cartoonist. So I had to work, and I because my science result was very good in the school, so I got a job in the hospital,
Oh, okay. Okay.
hospital of as a lab technician. So I do all the tests.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
before doctor can do operation, so it depends on my test. But again, the dilemma is continue because during the time I started to get a column
Oh,
because night daytime I do this all scientific job. At night I draw cartoon. So
yeah,
then I start during that time, yeah, this is 80s.
yeah.
I think 83, 84. I already have a column
Oh,
in
wow.
the
Wow.
magazine, yeah, in
Yeah.
the cartoon magazine, yeah.
So you started really young.
Yes, quite young during that time. And in Malaysia during that time, we have, if you remember or you have heard of very, very famous magazine called Gila Gila.
Oh,
Gila Gila
okay.
is the Malaysian version of Mad magazine.
Oh,
This is a
oh, okay.
Malaysian version. In fact,
Oh,
Gila also means mad.
oh,
So,
okay.
but that's where they are very very popular during the time that magazine. So I'm got a column in that magazine.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So the dilemma started. I wanted to quit, but my parents said no. This is government job. Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to be a cartoonist? I quit. If I quit, I they don't offer me as a permanent job as a cartoonist in that magazine. If I quit, I need to be a freelance cartoonist, and this
Oh,
is
okay.
every parent say no 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 no, you don't do this. You better you got salary payment. Why you want to do like this?
Yeah,
Until one day, when I really started to lose my arithmetic sense.
yeah,
Yeah, because when you focus more on art, your calculation, you start to lose focus on that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so I started to make mistake
Oh,
in my report, which is very dangerous for patient's life.
oh, okay.
So
Okay.
because you have to correct the report, I keep making mistake, then that's the time I say I need to resign.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, it's a hospital job and focus on drawing cartoon.
Wow.
1985, 1986, cartoons, we still don't have internet during that time. And it's very, very difficult to get through to newspaper. Even though I already started to have name, people know me. But whenever I want to draw political cartoon, then they will be full of censorship there. You have to go through the editor during the time.
Oh, okay.
Because no, they say no. Other cartoon can, but you cannot criticize the prime minister, the top ministers. You
Oh,
can talk
okay.
about the thing. So there are still things that I think that no, I wanted to draw something like what American cartoons do, go
Yeah,
direct to the point, because during that is why my reference during that time.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then after that, then in Malaysia they got what we call Reformation era in
Oh,
1998.
okay. Yeah,
And yeah, that's what I started to draw. During that time, we already have internet and newspaper also, because the political scenario already changed. People start to question government more.
yeah,
Then easy for us to come up with a book, with a magazine, and people start to know my cartoon.
yeah,
Where is
yeah.
my way of drawing cartoon like that?
Was this when you
Prior
started
to
building an
that,
audience? When you
yes, yes,
started
yes,
building an
yes, yes.
audience during the reform
Yes,
period?
yes, people
Okay.
start to because it's a totally new thing in Malaysia.
Oh,
During that
okay.
time, nobody draw. We don't have political cartoonists during that time. Political
Oh,
cartoon.
okay. So you
Political
were one
cartoon
of
is
the
not different.
first. You were
I'm
one
the
of the
first.
first in
I'm
the
the first.
country.
I'm the
Oh,
first.
okay.
That's why the government feel that this is a threat. People say something
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
something new. Normally we have during that time political cartoonists who not say political, you draw, but they don't touch politics. Others
Oh,
they criticize, with
okay.
the
Yeah, yeah.
oil price, or they criticize the toll,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing, but not go direct with what we are doing now.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why. And prior to that, I um I joined one international conference in Kuala Lumpur,
Yeah, yeah.
cartoonist conference.
Oh, okay.
Cartoonist conference. It was actually also a talk by also Philippine American cartoonists.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
I can't remember name now, but he's
Yeah, I don't know any Filipino.
yeah, yeah,
I think I'm the only one left. I haven't met any Filipino American, but I've heard their names, but
yeah.
I've never really met them. I think by the time I came along, they were gone and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, they are during that time he already about 50 or 60 already. I think
Yeah, yeah. I wish I met them and stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. But he give one talk,
Yeah,
and out of others, there are many panelists, many cartoonists spoke at that event. But
yeah,
I what catch me is what when he spoke about
yeah, yeah,
Thomas Nass story. So Thomas Nas, as you know, the people, those who don't know, he's the one who really focused against a tweets,
yeah.
the tweet
Boss
thing, and
Tweed.
become a
Yeah,
boss tweet, and become a tweet cartoon. I remember that. I remember it very well.
yeah.
Then I said, oh, this means that cartoonists can be like this, yeah, if you really focus, yeah, if you really focus. So I said, that my inspiration actually. I said, look, even though I refer a lot of stroke and style
Yeah,
by many cartoonists. You look at during that time we got Time magazine where
yeah,
ASEAN Far Eastern Economic Review magazine, all they carry political cartoon. Most of them are American,
yeah.
and I love that. But again, that's only for the stroke because I don't have a background in that, so I need to learn how to how to
Oh,
make this, how to develop the stroke. But
yeah,
that's
so
for
you were
the
self-taught. You were
yeah,
self-taught.
self-taught, yes, and that
Yeah,
is how that is a technical skill. But
yeah,
when it comes to the inspiration, is Thomas Nas
yeah.
story. The one that I say, wow, this is
Yeah.
uh, but okay. The talk was by Koki Trinidad.
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. He's
His Koki
Hawaiian.
Trinidad.
He's from
Yeah,
Hawaii, right? He's from Hawaii.
Hawaii, yes, Hawaii,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
Koki Trinidad. But this is based on, he's a Philippine.
Yeah, I wish I met him. He's like a
Original
hero.
from yes, 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 yes. Koki
Oh,
Trinidad,
oh,
So that
you're so lucky
yeah.
to have met him.
Yes, yes. I did give me some original, but I didn't keep. I'm very, I regret that. He give some
Oh,
original to me during that time. They are distribute original cartoon.
yeah,
I
yeah,
copy.
yeah.
But again, that is what inspired me.
Um,
And
okay.
you asked about my hero,
Yeah.
Thomas Nast.
Thomas Nast. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. Now, I'm curious. How do you create your cartoons? Do you still do pen and ink on paper, or do you now create your cartoons mostly from the computer?
I I mix both. I mean that
Yeah.
I still draw on paper.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
no way I start with digital. No way. I
Oh,
against.
okay.
In fact,
Okay.
when I teach students, they're young students. Sometimes I got then they invited me to
Oh,
speak
okay.
about the technique how to make it. I said don't start with digital
Oh,
because one thing that you need an original. I said
yeah.
one day when you are
Yeah.
famous, you want to do let's say you want to do a
Like,
exhibition
yeah.
in the serious exhibition. Normal exhibition can, but serious exhibition, the museum, they require an original, and people only can will buy original. I said,
Yeah.
so you
Yeah.
need to have this, but it can be after that. It can be supported by digital platform, like I do. I draw using a pen and paper, and I had special paper.
Oh,
I draw special paper, the paper that I feel comfortable with. I think
okay.
every cartoonist do that, and the pen, pencil, all the one. I feel comfortable, I will use that. But later on, I scan.
Okay.
This cartoon is black and white. It's only black and white. But this black and white can stand alone.
Yeah.
But I
Oh,
still scan it using Photoshop to put a color. But this black and white still stand alone.
yeah.
So
Okay.
original still there, and of course it's important to have technologies, yeah, to help you, because it will make it easy for us to when you digitalize things, it's easy for you to, in terms of communication, in terms of sending to publication, not only in your country but also in
Yeah, all over the
for
world,
people
right? Yeah,
all
yeah.
over the world, and also nowadays, yeah, nowadays it's all platform are digitals.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay.
You
Well,
have,
you have a wonderful style, so it's a cool
yeah,
style.
there's you know what the thing is with me is the one that I keep saying this. I'm going to have a book next year about this. It's called Drawing with Heart.
Oh, okay.
It's about what in my heart I uh, I translate it into papers. So it
Oh,
can be my anger, my frustration.
yeah,
So this is the thing. This is the thing that I think I really want to focus on. I really want to do this. So I don't draw a cartoon that in on the topic that I don't understand deeply. No, I
yeah,
don't,
yeah.
because it
I'm the
is
same
complex.
way. I really only do good cartoons when I'm interested in the subject. If I don't
Yes.
know anything about a subject, I don't come up with any ideas.
Yeah, yeah. This is how we I think it's important for cartoonists to do it, especially younger cartoonists. And then again, Julie, for me, I try to simplify it. And again, I would like to point it out here that science helped me a lot.
Oh, okay.
Studying science is not a waste.
Yeah. How does it help you, actually? I'm kind of
You know,
curious.
so because again, there are many cartoon that I do. I use several theory and analysis.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Analysis. How do you analyze? How do you present it by theory? You present it by you see my presentation is not the same all the time.
Oh, okay.
I use
Okay.
so different way to present it. Like
Yeah.
a movie, so scientific. How, let's say, I one of my cartoon
Yeah.
they call taken from the movie,
Yeah.
we call Man of Steel. It is
Okay.
Superman,
Okay.
Superman,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it is character of my then Prime Minister, which is involved in corruption.
Yeah.
So with the money, but instead of Superman, the title Sapu Man.
Yeah.
Sapu means steel. Sapu means steel,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, yeah, and then Man of Steel.
Oh,
So this is, and how do I get it? How do I get it?
uh-huh.
Okay, I have a list of
Oh.
500 famous movie all the time.
Oh, okay.
So I go through it. I go through. So this is
Oh.
scientific way. I go through. Sometimes I don't know what to do this. I go through whether it can build from the movie title or not. I can. I go
That's a
through
good
one by
idea,
one.
actually. That's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
idea.
That's a scientific idea. That's scientific
Oh,
way.
okay.
Scientific way.
I
We
wish I
don't
thought of it.
yeah, we don't have, I don't have any idea. I don't have anything yet, but I
Yeah,
did some
yeah.
issues. But how do I start up from movie? So I go through one by one, one by one. That's how I do. Sometimes
Oh,
you got it,
okay.
sometimes you don't.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's what I call scientific way. And this title, after the prime minister that the specific prime minister was lost in 2018 general election,
Yeah.
then the New York Times newspaper
Oh,
call me up and say, can we use Man of Steel titles as as a headline of the New York Times? I say, okay, go ahead, use it. Just
okay.
mention it from me. So that this is how it always. I believe that that scientific way is also helping to get
Get you your
to
ideas and stuff, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because sometimes I say I'm a very easy to get bored person. You see, if
Oh,
I do the same concept all the time, I get bored.
yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah,
this topic, is very heavy
yeah.
topic, and we want to tell people to read. Sometimes people don't also want to read everything like this. And so serious, so they are look at it, they're very sad to see that.
Yeah, yeah,
So how to make them actually happy first and can be sad or both letters, no problem. But the something you need to get it first.
but it's
And
not just for you. I think it's also for the audience. If you're bored, then the audience is bored. If you're
yes,
excited about your work, then your audience is excited about the work, right?
yes. And again, the challenge for the political cartoons everywhere, not only in my country, I believe in you also in Philippines also the same, in the
Yeah,
US
yeah,
also the same. Whether you want to just to show your cartoon to only those who are interested in politics or beyond that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know? I always want beyond that. So
yeah.
if you don't
No,
understand
that's
politics,
smart. That's
yeah,
smart.
that's why what made me very happy, made me feel touched every time when there are many people come to me and say, "Thank you for your cartoon. Now I start to understand Malaysian politics."
Yeah.
That is that is that is something, the like people say, priceless appreciation. Yeah, if politician, if those who understand politics, they already knew the things,
Yeah.
and for them, there's a bonus. They have a cartoon and about it. But those who are not interested in politics, in people on the street, I don't know other country, but Malaysia, they don't interested in politics. They're not interested. They
Yeah.
don't. This is politics. We got nothing to do with me. You change leaders. I have to do my own job as usual.
Yeah. Yeah.
And corruption is not my problem. Corruption, political problem. What can you
Yeah.
say about
Yeah.
that? So
Well,
for
since
me,
you're
I
talking,
said,
yeah.
yeah,
Well, since you're
yeah.
talking about politics, what is the political situation in Malaysia right now?
Now we just had a new prime minister,
Okay.
Mrs. Anwar Ibrahim, which now is very, I can say, we have a good prime minister, yeah, for now.
Oh, okay.
Which is, he's not corrupt, and that's the only, the only one, the only prime minister from Malaysia which is, before this, all they are not, they are not clean, so
Yeah.
so he can start to fight corruption now because he's not corrupt. And also they are reformed, even though slower, but I think it's much better now compared to during the
Five
my,
years ago, maybe. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
5 years ago, during the YMDB cases, when we have so many corruption cases, so much better. But we don't know. This is just
Is
a second
is
year.
it still too early to say? Is it
Yes, too early to say. This
too
is
early to
second,
say? Okay.
only first and second year. It's not easy to it's too early to judge people during that time. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay.
believe that, we have to wait some time.
Okay.
And the most important thing is he didn't follow, because they are come from different party,
Oh, okay.
not
Okay.
at the same party all the time. So he didn't follow the previous administration policy.
Oh,
So
okay.
so we hope that there's something good, for the country.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, I'm
And
curious.
something good for the country, it can be bad for the cartoonists.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm
And
curious.
yeah.
For you, um, what has been your experience with censorship in the past few years, and how have you overcome censorship to get your cartoons seen by people?
Okay. First of all, um, I focus on books and magazine. Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah. I focus on book and magazine. That is where the censorship come from, because I don't work for newspaper, because newspaper in Malaysia, they don't publish my cartoon.
Oh, okay.
Don't dare, or no, I'm boss blackout at all.
Yeah, yeah,
My cartoon, there's no newspaper will publish, which I understand. Okay, no problem. But that's why I start to come up with a book,
yeah,
books. There are few books, and also my own cartoon magazine.
Yeah.
This is where the problem started. So for books, even though you can in Malaysia, you can come up with a book of your own
Yeah.
with your own content,
Yeah.
but there are a government agency who can censor your content. Mean that you publish first, then we have a look, then we can ban the book.
Oh.
This is what happened to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas magazine is different. Magazine, you need to apply a license. Book, no need license,
Oh, okay.
but they can come later for
Oh,
the content. Yeah. So during that time, my magazine was banned, and my book also banned. This is under Printing and Presses Act, where they have in Printing and Presses Act, where the government have a power under this law to ban books and magazine, which
oh,
is up to them to justify it. But there's one things that also include in the law, that if you print a book, you need to print a printer's name on the
oh.
second page.
So you
It's
worry about the printer
two
getting in
principles.
trouble too, right? Do you worry
Yes,
about?
no, not only worry, they already get in trouble because three
Oh,
printers have been raided
uh-huh.
for printing my cartoon,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
cartoon magazine. Three,
yeah.
and they are not only confiscated the plate, printing plate and the books, but they also been, you know, the government also give warning that if they continue to print my book in the future, they will lose their printing license,
Oh,
which is printing license also under this law.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
So they can say, so because of this, no businessman want to do this.
Yeah, yeah,
Even though for them it's a business. You
yeah.
come to me, you want to print a book, yes, we do it for you. You pay, that's settled. But that's not a problem. But they so after that, nobody want to print my books anymore.
Oh,
They don't dare to print. So I try one with no printer's name, but that's automatically banned. Means that you cannot sell it on any shop in the Malaysia. They wouldn't take it because they already banned. They already
oh,
knew that this is, if you do this, you are welcome police to come to your shop and with warning. And during that time, there's few bookshop already been issue a warning
oh,
for
okay.
selling my book. So I did have an alternative. So like I said, then I developed to online sales. So when you start to have, nowadays is you can have website. Where I
Yeah.
started my website with friends, and then also to not only that, then I start to sell. You can sell, to. But again, the government after that, they see I already find an alternative
Yeah.
to sell my book, so they go after the webmaster.
Oh, okay.
They arrested webmasters,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
also the payment gateway company, because when you do online business, you need to one company, yeah, to
yeah,
do the has bank account has sold for you. They call payment gateway. So you need to do every online business is that is the way lah. You need to have some company, one company where they transfer the money to make it easy for us lah. No need to think all that.
yeah,
They also go for that and give a warning. And for the payment gateway, they demanded the company to release my customer's name.
uh, it sounds like a lot of harassment.
Yeah, harassment, definitely. And this company is very scared because
Uh,
you see, and for me, and during that times again, you're scared, yes. But I told, then they came to see me. I told them, if you give it to the police, I will sue you in court, because the agreements mean that it's a private. You
Yeah.
cannot disclose under the law. This is, but it's the dilemma for them too. They say, look, their police came here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dilemma, want to cooperate to the police, they also can come to us and charge us not cooperating.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
one of the
so
things I admire about you is, you know, through all of this, you have a lot of courage and stuff. It inspires me and stuff, you know.
I you think one thing that I'm not brave, like people say. This is not a choice.
No.
This is not a choice. This is not a choice. Again, I have some philosophy in cartooning that talent is not a gift, but talent is a responsibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for this situation, when I want to do this, because I see the situation is very bad in the country, then I need to use my cartoon. I'm a cartoonist. I have this talent. I know how to make people aware of the situation by using my art. So I need to use it. And the moment you already few steps in that field, and what the government want is to stop you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you stop, they're happy. And what is the point for you? Where is your responsibility as cartoonist? That's why I need to go. But again, that is philosophy era, philosophy ways of doing it. But again, the one that make me give me some courage
Yeah.
or moral boosters to go on is the support from the people in Malaysia,
Yeah.
people on the street, and also the support from international organization like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
uh, Cartoonist Right Network International, Cartooning for Peace, all the organization who give me an award. I said,
Uh-huh.
look, I need to go. I need to continue this. I need to continue. Even though then later on, you develop to different way already, arrest everything. But again, we need to do this. I said, I need to do. And the important thing is we also need to know our right. Yeah?
Yeah.
Like I said to the company, you you release this name, you will be I will sue you definitely.
Uh,
So, but finally they withdraw. They said, no, you don't want to be the one that handle your business. So we need to go overseas to find a company that operate overseas, not in Malaysia.
yeah.
But
So
it's
I
not of
think,
hassle because to transfer data, everything is not of hassle to do. But we
uh,
need, like I said, this is I have no choice. I have no choice. I have to do this.
yeah. So
So
it's like a responsibility to yourself and a responsibility to democracy. Is that right?
yes.
Okay.
The democracy is not for me. If for me, I stopped long time ago. Why should I do this? In fact, many senior cartoonists in Malaysia
Uh-huh.
give advice to me. Why you want to do this way? There's an easier
Uh,
way to go. You can
yeah.
do normal cartoon. Your then can sell. Everywhere you can make money,
Yeah.
and no police will come to your office, raid at your office, all these kind of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you do that, yes, for yourself is okay, done. But how
Yeah.
about to the society? How about to the country? No, you don't.
Yeah.
I say I want to do something that is again, to fulfill my responsibility as a cartoonist.
Yeah. And you love your country and stuff, you know?
Yes. We are not doing this. Some people say that we are enemy of the state. No, I don't. I love my country.
Yeah.
People,
Yeah.
people try to portray that way. The government say that I'm doing sabotage. That's why I got travel ban. Yeah, when I did the exhibition in Geneva.
Yeah.
After that, I
Yeah.
got travel ban. People said that, oh, you try to sabotage Malaysia overseas. No, I said no. I love my country. I want it. People to realize this is what happening in my country and do something to help us to correct it.
Yeah. 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 I do my cartoons for the same. I love America, but I also love the Philippines and stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Thank you for coming back. I have another question. In the Philippines, The former president Rodrigo Duterte had an anti-terror law that he used to silence and harass his critics. Malaysia has a sedition law. Could you tell me about the sedition law and how has the sedition law affected you?
Yeah, the sedition, something that uh, the law that actually I think is being misused and manipulated. Yeah. This
Yeah.
is the problem with this type of law. Which like a sedition, it has a very broad interpretation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is the thing that any law that have this no specific offense on it is easy to be being misused and manipulated and go against those the government are not happy with. I think this is what happened to both law we are talking about. First of
Yeah.
all, the Sedition Act's power is that this is more to again to silence people, to silence critics, because the government have a power to come and go against you to interpret whatever you do is seditious.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whereas in other law, whatever you do, if the police come to you, the police have to declare what is your offense and what law is related to this arrest.
Yeah,
They need to read it in front of you, and
yeah.
you know the law. But when it comes to sedition, they don't need to say that. They don't need to say
Oh,
what specific thing you do. They just say, we suspect this is seditious.
yeah, yeah.
That's enough. So that's why they go raided my office several times using this law. And again, I was arrested several times by using this law. So to give the government so much power to go and to go after you and arrested you. This law actually is not so much for the activists. It's the activist is the one that who has to face it, but their objective is to scare others.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
You know, the activists like me, when my first arrest, I'm quite fear. Yeah, first arrest. I was arrested 7 times. The first one, I'm very fear. The second, third, I'm okay already. I
oh,
know this is what I'm going to face it, and I'm going to be charged under this law. Yes, but they know they won't stop me by this law.
yeah,
For some kids like me, they know. But again, this is to tell other cartoonists in Malaysia, don't try to do this.
what happened to you
Don't
could
try, yeah.
happen to them.
Don't try to follow. Yeah, I heard it. I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard they say don't be like Zunar. Please.
Yeah, okay.
Don't follow Zunar.
So
This
they
is what,
they give you're sort of an example to them, right?
yes, for them, this is an example. This is what you are going to face. Then
Okay.
the parents, in one of the, as example, during the time when I was invited as a judge for the drawing competition
Yeah, yeah.
in the school, the parent object,
Oh,
say, no, this cannot. This guy is very dangerous. He will create trouble. The police will come to our school. That kind of thing is, this is how they do it. And it's very
um,
successful. So people scared of the law, they go to the people. The
yeah,
people
yeah,
start to feel, oh, the police will come to us. You know, this the museum, the place who are going to, one of when we want to do exhibition with the time, they say no, police will come to us, and
yeah,
this is
yeah.
not good for our magazine. That kind of thing is work well, even though they all. That means this is both. They say both way they do it, because one for the activists or the one. Well, in my case, is for cartoonists and also for others to stop them from doing that, and not only for the artists and others also, those who help me. Let's say that I mentioned earlier, the printers also been warned under this law,
Yeah, yeah,
sedition, and the books sellers also sedition.
yeah,
So for people to hear sedition is a sedition is crimes law.
yeah,
When I was in the cell, they put me with all drug addicts, it's all some murders.
yeah,
It,
yeah.
so it's is come with arrest. Other law, like printing and presses, is not a criminal.
Yeah, yeah.
There's just some law that you ban your book, you cannot sell. It's done. You go
Yeah.
to court, they charge you. The highest penalty is a fine. Let's say $1,000. You'll be fined. So
Yeah.
there is no jail terms.
Yeah.
And sedition is a jail terms. So it's
Uh,
criminal law. They go and arrest you, they put you in behind bar. That's already fear. People listen that, hear that also, they already fear. They say, no, 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 they want to go this. Nobody want to have this experience. And those affect not only you, but your jobs. If you're
yeah.
working with people say, no, this is your job. Then they will problem, they will be fired. And the students also who have a government scholarship.
Scholarship or something, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
they say, no, 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 you do this, then you'll be discharged from the university, and the parents will be very angry to you why you do this kind of things. So this is the effectiveness of this law. For then after that also then they will charge you. And
Okay.
again, when they go to court, like mine will be charged with 9 charges of sedition. Again, when they go to court, the government no need to prove so much thing, because this already stated in the law. What is seditious? Seditious is something that who defines seditious? Is the
Yeah, yeah,
government.
yeah.
The government defines seditious. So
Yeah.
we need to prove that we are not
Yeah.
doing that kind of thing. But again, because of this, I think this is the type of law we are facing in our country, in Malaysia. I think Philippines, you may just mention it.
Yeah,
I'm
that sounds similar to the anti-terror law. The
Yes,
that's what Duterte's been doing and stuff. But
yes,
I'm curious. So let me make sure I got it right. Because the sedition law is so vague, the government can define the sedition any way they want, and
yes.
that's the power of the sedition law, I guess. Okay, okay,
So it means that again, because it's too weak, and they use it against not who are committed a crime.
yeah,
At, at the end, they use it against those who oppose the government.
yeah, yeah.
Also, cartoonists, they want to use against, of course, the politicians, the student leaders, and in my case, to the cartoonists. And the cartoonist is going to be is the first one. This first time they use it against cartoonists in Malaysia.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It sounds similar to the Philippines and stuff. It sounds
I
sim.
believe, I believe, I believe in Asia is quite common. Government in Asia, yeah, use this type of law.
Yeah, I know
Uh,
Hong Kong. Hong Kong had a similar law, national security law. I forget what it was called, but they
yeah,
used that to stamp down on the pro-democracy movement and stuff. Yeah.
and Singapore also the same.
Oh, Singapore has one too?
Singapore has that type of law also, because for them this is quite popular in Asia, yeah, quite common in Asia country.
Yeah.
And when again, when people ask me some question when I have experience in the Europe
Yeah.
and in Malaysia, I said that one thing that I found when I was in Europe is that they have some praise that they practice there. This means that if they may not agree with you, but they respect your right.
Yeah.
This is what we don't have in Asia,
Yeah.
especially in Malaysia. We don't have that. If they don't agree with you, you are the enemy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I think,
dangerous.
yeah.
Yeah.
So in terms of other things, I don't know. But in terms of art, they don't agree with your art, then that means you are the enemy of the government.
Yeah.
Whereas you go, my experience, I don't know. Maybe when you ask people over there, they may have a different answer. But me, when I go there, when I practice drawing there, they say yes, may not agree with your cartoon, but we respect your right to draw it.
Yeah.
So
I'm yeah, I'm curious. In the film, you mentioned something. This is not one of the questions I sent you, but it's a question that popped up in my head. In the Philippines, in the Philippines, cartoonists told me that her paper told her to make her cartoons less critical because they were worried about libel. Is libel a problem too in Malaysia and stuff?
Yes, libel is a problem when you work in the organization. First, for this, you work in a newspaper. Of course, the worry is become more and more worry because they are because of your cartoon. Then you will affect other stuff too. So
Oh,
that different when we talk about newspaper. Yeah, of course,
yeah.
the libel is they are the leaders. Let's say you, as example, yeah, you criticize one politician
Yeah.
as example, yeah. Then the worry come that person can sue you,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
can sue you
It's
for libel.
similar to the Philippines. It's similar to the Philippines.
But
Yeah.
in Malaysia, we have other one when it comes to prime minister. That
Oh,
means the police can act on behalf of the prime minister.
yeah, yeah.
We got one law they call the penal code.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But for your case, first of all, the editor will be the very worry about this thing. It's
Yeah.
common. That's common. The editor will be very worried. When my early years of my cartoon, when I send my cartoon to the newspapers, they're the same worry I face.
Uh,
The editor said that you can't do this. When we got sued, what happened to us because of your cartoon? We don't to publish this. So, but the for them, for that person, I will advise her, yeah, is a female cartoonist, to collect all the rejected cartoon and to
oh,
make into books.
oh, like
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
That's what you're
Yeah, yeah.
doing. That's
All
what you're
the yes,
doing.
all the rejected. I said this one you can send me into book. My rejected cartoon. I think you still can use it because
Oh,
again the that person the subject in that when come to libel you still face it but you are alone now. I'm okay, I'm alone,
yeah.
you face it alone. So it's a less danger when you are alone because the libel this law is about then they go for the rich, they don't go
Oh,
for the artist
uh-huh.
because artists they know they got no money.
Yeah, yeah.
The newspaper will have money, so that's why they go. When you
I can
are
tell you
alone,
that myself. I don't earn much money from my art.
yeah, he can
Yeah.
sue you in the court for $10 million.
Yeah.
You say at the end I cannot pay. You tell the judge I cannot pay. Well, then they got nothing. But when you go to the organization, yes,
Oh.
organization they have money. So for the newspaper they have money. That's why the worry is more.
Oh, I
So
didn't think of that. I would have thought it was the other way around, but I guess it's not.
yeah. But of course,
Oh.
if the cartoonist is too popular, celebrities cartoonist is different thing.
Oh, if it's a rich cartoonist, you mean?
It's a rich cartoonist, they know got money.
You're
So,
gonna
but
get
but yeah, for normal cartoonists, normally they don't
there's no
go.
money to get.
Yeah. Because you don't get anything. You don't get anything, and you better don't. And
Okay.
and and also, if you you don't do it correctly, you can make the cartoonist famous because of that case.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So people
It-
don't want to do that. So I think for that libel is I think everywhere. There's normal in everything. But just say okay because the editor is he represent the organization. Say okay, no problem. If you don't dare to do, let me do my own. Make them books. That's
oh,
my
wow. I learned something new from that. Wow. Okay. I'm curious. You talked earlier about how the government tried to stop you from selling your cartoon books and stuff. This kind of leads to a question. I mean, like, why do you think authoritarian governments are afraid of political cartoons?
yes. They are not. They are first of all those dictators. Yeah, those people who are used
Yeah,
the regime, like we call it the regime, yeah. So for include dictator, repressive government, or authoritarian, everything, we call it
yeah,
a
yeah.
regime. Regime, first of all, they are in inferiority complex.
Oh,
Every regime, every dictator, they are inferiority complex. They
yeah,
inferior, so they act that way because they are inferior. You
yeah.
see, my mother, late mother, used to say, when you walk at night alone, you see a tree, you think there's a ghost.
Yeah, yeah,
With the shape of the tree, you think, oh, this must be a ghost. Because you are inferior. Because you are
yeah, yeah,
inferior. So
yeah,
just to relate, this is what happened. But at day, actually it's a tree. But again, just to understand this, why they are worried. They're very worried because they know they have so much their wrongdoing in their government, or they are all lot of corruptions, everything. They know that, so they are become inferior. Those, but again, inferior person, inferior character can be very, very rude and very hard and very harsh, because you are
yeah,
inferior. So that one thing they are afraid. The second thing is also, now the cartoonists can make them more fear to them by understand correctly where is the weakness.
yeah, yeah,
Like myself, my example, my case, previous prime minister, the Prime Minister Najib. I need to mention this. I don't want to mention, but I need to mention that people can go specific to that.
yeah,
And you are from Philippines. You should know also this story. It's familiar that the wife of last time in Philippines, the wife of president is the one who very powerful.
yeah. Melda.
You know that. So in Malaysia also the
You're
same.
talking about the Melda, right? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
During that time, the wife is rich and powerful during
yeah,
that time. So I know the weakness is actually, if you want to go something, you want to fight a government. You are cartoonist. You are
yeah,
alone. You want to fight the whole system. You cannot fight. There's no way you can fight. But again, if you go to what is the weakness?
yeah,
So for me, the weakness is the wife.
yeah.
She's
Oh,
powerful, but their weakness for this.
the
So
Malaysian leader had a wife like Imelda then, right?
yes, yes, yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
You see,
Yeah.
during that time, my cartoon was about her.
Did she have
so
as many
so
shoes as Imelda or no?
she's, I think, richer than Imelda, and also,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so
yeah,
use that. So one of the thing is, cartoonists can make is by go to the weakness, and exactly, and to know, when people angry of you is because of one thing. You hit the bull's eye.
yeah,
That's everything. If you go, you should. That's why my one of my word my philosophy in cartooning is, why pinch when you can punch. You just punch, you go ahead, that you go that, then they will be, the pain is in them. So, but we have to do this, we have to understand. So the government feel very fear. The fear comes, like I did in my cartoon, was government was very angry, is cartoonophobia.
Yeah.
The book called Cartoonophobia. That's why I was first arrested because of that book. The government
Oh,
who phobia
okay.
cartoons. Their phobia, they have phobia, and you go as a cartoonist, whether you want to say, okay, why they have phobia. No, I go and make them more phobia.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So that's how I do that. So
I'm kind of curious when you say punch,
mm,
if a government is trying to silence you, you have no choice but to punch. You can't pinch a government that's trying to silence you because that's not going to work. In order
yes,
to, you have to punch. If they're
punch.
pushing you this way, you have to punch with equal force in order to be heard, right?
You first of all, punch means that you go to the powerful one.
Yeah, yeah.
Punch,
Okay.
yeah. And against the reaction, like you mentioned earlier, then they will come to you.
Yeah.
They will come to you now. And not only that, like I said, there are many things. They go after the book ban, uh, office raided, then they travel ban. Finally, they charged me under Sedition Act for 9 years.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and 9 charges of Sedition Act. Sorry. And again, this is the thing that you I cannot complain that because I use this, they will come to you now. But how you overcome it?
Oh,
How you overcome it? So for me, we have a license called creativity
yeah, yeah,
to fight through cartoons.
yeah.
I you see the chief police during that time, like as example, yeah, this is one I will show example to fight through cartoon. One of the chief police during that time, uh, like to use a Twitter
Oh,
because he goes for cyber crime.
oh,
So he used Twitter a lot. And in one of the arrests, he give instruction for his men to arrest me via Twitter posting.
uh,
Yeah, Twitter
oh,
posting. Then after that, the police come and arrest me. I was put in
oh,
jail for 4 nights and 3 days. Then after I was released,
yeah,
I
yeah,
said, yeah. So I said, look, let us fight. I said to him, I'm posting social media posting. I said,
yeah.
let us fight. You use Twitter, I will use cartoon. I said,
Oh.
from that day, I will draw you every day in my cartoon. I did that. I did that. A small part. A small part. They are cartoon about other thing, but the small part is him and
Yeah,
holding a phone and tweeting.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's how you go after it. Of course, after that I was arrested again lah. But again, by but you used to use all ways. You used to use all style you have to overcome it. And creativity is the best because they don't know how to overcome creative person.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah,
want to plan a demo, you want to plan a demonstration, let's say you want to do it today.
yeah,
You
yeah,
plan it a week, the police already knew your stats. They already knew what you want to do.
yeah,
Now, after this, they will stop this, come to here. Police know already. They have been trained by experts.
yeah,
But when come to but what I'm going to draw tomorrow, nobody knows. Even the police don't know what I'm going to
yeah,
draw
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
So the police
That's something I never thought of. But when you're creative, you can think of things that nobody thought of before. And that's dangerous to a government that's trying to silence people, right? Well, if you do a protest, you know exactly what you're going to do.
yes,
But with a
yes,
cartoon, you have no idea and stuff, right? And the unknown scares the government, right?
yes,
Is that what you're
the
saying?
fear. Yes,
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, the fear that people don't know what going to come tomorrow. And
Yeah, yeah,
and again, they are again you if the government arrests. For me, like it's a game. We are playing game during that time. At one point, I like playing a game with
yeah,
them.
yeah. Okay, okay.
That time
Yeah,
they are you say if you arrest a politician, it's common.
yeah,
It's happened everywhere and nobody report it.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's just normal, a small report. But again, and also to travel ban, to put activists or politician on travel ban is very common.
yeah,
But to arrest a cartoonist and to put cartoonist on travel ban,
yeah,
that's a news. So
yeah.
this thing, I think, means that you have to develop this. You have to go and to try to see what is a effective way to fight them. So for
Oh,
me, I try to use creativity
yeah,
as example. It's one of the example. Yeah, when the I mentioned earlier, the nobody want to print my book because they need to put the name of the printer.
yeah, yeah.
So in my latest book, after that, I make one tactic where I say I blacken the name of the printers.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Say
yeah.
yeah, printer's name printed by. I just blacken the name. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
Then
smart.
then I put the note to the police to put a note in the book. If you want to know who the printer is, please enter scratch and win. In my book, you can see that. In my book, you can see that. I can show you the picture if you want. I can send you if you want to
No, it's
see.
kind of funny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, this is the thing. This is where you have to use this. You have to use this type of. thing to fight, because it's no point you go hard against them anymore.
Yeah,
The way that they know how to do. But again, if you start to use creativity, so some tactic need to be creative,
yeah.
and you need to be creative. I believe that that's the thing that really people have to use, yeah,
Um,
against against the regime. If you are a cartoonist, is special talents and special tools where cartoonist people can laugh. So last time I used to say that, I mean, even now, if you cannot fight them, laugh at them. You
That's
cannot fight
good.
them, laugh at
That's
them.
good.
So this
I'm curious.
things.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I interrupted you.
So this is the thing. This is the thing. I say that I believe that we can use more way of uh, creative, because cartoon is very powerful now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
very powerful. So they have a lot of advantages. Come to the, you can laugh. People
yeah,
so they are come with visual and
yeah.
universal. What, at one point, I'm one of the government staff during that time, was the boss uh, came up, make an instruction in the
Oh, yeah,
office
yeah,
that you cannot bring opposition material in the office.
yeah,
Like last time, they have a book, they have a magazine by opposition parties.
yeah, yeah.
This guy was, they found him. This guy have my cartoon, possess my cartoon book. And people, then they said, no, you cannot bring this. They said,
Uh-huh.
why this cartoon? This is not a office. This is cartoon book. So this license get a bit, people say, oh, then they cannot do anything, because this is the
Yeah, yeah,
opposition material. You said that you cannot bring this, cannot bring this. Yes, but cartoon book, you're
yeah,
not saying cartoon book. So
yeah,
this is something that I believe that yeah, that's important for us to really make use of cartoon.
yeah, yeah. I guess I have one last question. Okay. What advice would you give to a cartoonist who's facing an authoritarian government or a dictator?
It is a very difficult question, actually,
Oh,
because
it is. Oh, okay.
against the type of harassment and intimidation is varies. Means that in some country it's very hard, and the others it's not so. And we are talking about the global situation, political situation also different.
Yeah.
So I can give a very general advice, yeah, not one by one advice. First
Okay.
of all, first of all, you need to understand the situation around you first. Yeah. So don't take others' example to put in you. Sometimes it's not right. Yeah. So you make it sure you know the situation first, and against you know your subject very well. So it's
Yeah.
very important. You don't attack. You don't attack bluntly without fact and figures. Then
Yeah.
you'll be in trouble. And again, don't stop. If you face one, don't stop. Please continue in different ways. No problem. But please continue. Don't stop. Because if you stop, that's the end of you
Yeah.
uh, as a political cartoonist. So just continue, even though you've been put behind bar, but you need to continue.
Yeah.
You and that is what is the point there. So for me, I think please continue. And again, I would repeat this, the one I mentioned again, that if you cannot beat them, laugh at them.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for your our talk right now and stuff, and I appreciate it. And I wish you a good summer and stuff.
Thank you
As
very much.
you mentioned to me that it's pretty hot there right now, so I'm hoping
We
it
don't we
cools
don't
off a
have
bit.
summer here. We don't have
Uh,
summer hot season. Yeah, but it's okay. I thank you also for you for doing this kind of things, because I think nobody do this type of talks, political talks, for YouTube. Yeah.
oh, okay. Well, thank you. I'm just doing it because I really admire cartoonists like you, cartoonists like, Pedro Molina, all these cartoonists around the world are doing important work to make sure that their governments are accountable, and stuff, and fighting for democracy. So what you do, what other cartoonists around the world do, I think it's important that people know. And I admire what you do and stuff, and I'm hoping other people admire that too.
I hope that this gives something for people to know, just some knowledge for the people, then also for can inspire young cartoonists also. I hope that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because when I see interviews on YouTube, it's usually a comic strip artist or a
Mm.
comic book artist, but I don't see many interviews of editorial cartoonists. And I
Mm.
think it's important for editorial cartoonists to be known.
Yes, yes, yes. I don't see also. I don't see also. There are many others, all celebrity cartoonists who do all the who very successful cartoonists. Comic strip. Yes, yes. That's important. But again, political cartoonists, yes, we do. I
Yeah.
think that's good what you do. What you
No,
do.